Hello everyone. In this video, we will now slightly level up and look into a problem called as printing pairs. Okay, so in this, we will be given an array, and what we need to do is, we just need to do nothing but to print pairs of numbers uh, in that given array. So pair of all possible pairs, basically all possible pairs of numbers in an array. So before jumping into the code, let's just understand the logic and the dry run behind the scenes. Okay, so consider you have an array. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so having six numbers. So any pair would be, so what will be the possible pairs, let me tell you. So one possible pair is 1 and 2. Okay, so one possible pair is 1 and 2. Then another possible pair is 1 and 3. Then it is 1 and 4, and then it is 1 and 5, and 1 and 6. So as you may note that 1 with itself, so 1 comma 1 will not be a pair, 1 comma 2 is a pair, 1 with 3 is a pair, 1 with 4 is a pair, 1 with 5 is a pair, and 1 with 6 is a pair. Now thing the important thing here to note is, now you know if we have already considered 1 comma 2, now I am mentioning this. Okay, in this problem I am mentioning this. Okay, if 1 comma 2 is already a pair that is considered, then we cannot consider 2 comma 1. Okay, then we cannot consider 2 comma 1, and we cannot also consider 2 comma 2 with itself. I am stating the rules. Okay, so 2 comma 3 will be a pair, and then 2 comma 4 will be a pair, 2 comma 5 will be a pair, and 2 comma 6 will be a pair. Similarly, now 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 2 should not be considered, because 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 3 have been considered, and 3 comma 3 cannot also be considered because it's with itself. So 3 comma 4 will be a pair, 3 comma 5 will be a pair, 3 comma 6 will be a pair. Now similarly, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3 and 4 4 cannot be considered, because 1 4, 2 4, 3 4 have already been considered. So it will be 4 comma 5, 4 comma 6, and that's it. And similarly, in 5 we will come to 5 comma 6 5 comma 6, and till the time we reach 6, basically all pairs have been considered, so no need to do anything. So these are basically all the pairs that have been formed. Our goal is to print all these pairs. Okay, so our goal is to print all these pairs. Okay, so what we can do is, let me tell you, this will require now two loops. Okay, one within another, two loops, and the complexity of the code will become O of n square. We will discuss that in the end as well. So what we will do is, we will take two variables I and another variable j, but j will always be like one ahead of I, like starting of j will always be one ahead of I. Reason, because there is no point in starting I and j together, because 1 comma 1 can never be a pair. Like our logic is, हमें pair बनानी है with I comma j. Okay, so I पे जो element रहेगा उसकी pair with j पे जो element रहेगा उसके साथ. But thing is, 1 comma 1 was never a pair into our consideration. So when the pairing started, 1 from I is equal to 1, the pair always started with 1 comma 2, so j will always start 1 comma ahead. Similarly, notice here when we started making pairs with 2. Okay, so this is I comma j. Okay, so in every pair, first is I and second is j. First is I, second is j. First is I, second is j. So similarly, when we started making pairs with 2, the first pair was 2 comma 3. So when I will go to 2, j will start from 3. Okay, that's my simple point. So I will always start, I will start from first position, and J will always start one position ahead of I. Okay, J will start with always one position ahead of I. Okay, and whole I will traverse one by one, and every time value of I is incremented, value of J is nothing but I plus 1. Okay, so and we will start by making pairs. Okay, so this was just a dry run. We will now see dive into the code so that you can get a better idea. So what we will do is we will take a length variable, and it will be given by a user as an input, and then we will declare an array which is of length len, and just randomly initialize our array as we have seen in our previous videos. And ARR of I is equal to I plus 1. Great. So just bring this into a single line. Okay, and let's just print our array as well. So x plus, okay, this should be print, and now system dot out dot println pairs are r. Okay, and now we will just call print pairs function, and we will pass our array as an input in it, and it will return nothing, and it will directly print pairs. So now let's just define our function print pairs. Static void print pairs int array as parameter as in. Okay, so let's now directly dive into the logic. For int I is equal to 0, I less than arr dot length I plus plus, and similarly for int j is equal to, now as we have mentioned in this, so every time when I is at any position, j starts from I plus 1. So whenever I is at 1, j is starting from I plus 1 to length minus 1. Similarly, when I is at 2, j is starting from I plus 1 to length minus 1. When I is at 3, j is starting from I plus 1 to 6. Similarly, when I is at 4, j is starting from I plus 1, 5 to 6, and so on. So j is equal to I plus 1, j less than arr dot length j plus plus. Now what we'll do is like simply print pair system dot out dot println, so plus arr of I plus comma plus arr of with arr of j, pair of arr of I with arr of j, then semicolon. So I hope the logic is clear. Let's just now try to run this and let's see if we get any errors. Okay, so errors are there. Okay, semicolon is required. Okay, so okay, so take a look into this. So just now try to run this. Okay, so our array was 1 2 3 4 5. Then pairs are, so one pair with 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5. Okay, then 2 3. Okay, so 2 3 2 4 2 5 3 4 3 5 4 5. That's it. And if we take a length of array 6, so 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6. Then 2 1 2 2 were not there, and then 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6. So 3 3 3 again, no, cannot be there. 3 1 3 2 3 3. Then 3 4 3 5 3 6. 4 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 could not be taken. Then 4 5 4 6 and 5 6 directly. That's it. So this was about the basically dry run of this code, and this was the complete logic of the code. So the important point in this was that there were some rules which were mentioned by me. First was that number with itself cannot pair, ठीक है? And second, pairs cannot repeat. This indicates that, okay, so this indicates that 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2 is not possible. And similarly, this indicates that if 1 comma 2 is done, then 2 comma 1 cannot exist. Simple. Okay, so because of these rules we are getting these kinds of pairs. Okay, so if if I have not mentioned these rules, then probably I and J would have started together, and then pairs like 1 comma 1 1 comma 2 2 comma 2 3 comma 3, then one, if 1 comma 2 is present, then 2 comma 1 would have also been present. So these combinations could be generated, but I have already mentioned these two rules, okay, previously, that number cannot pair with itself, and if 1 comma 2 is done, then 2 comma 1 cannot exist. So that's why it gave rise to a logic that 1 comma 2 1 comma 3 1 comma 4 1 comma 5 1 comma 6 could be pairs, but then I of value will go from 1 to 2, then 2 comma 3, then 2 comma 1 and 2 comma 2 cannot form pairs because of this, and pairing will start from 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. So at every I, so okay, so in of in every this you know pair, it is basically nothing but I comma j is the basically pair. Okay, and so basically for every I, so for I is equal to 1, j is going from 2 to 6, and for every I is equal to 2, j is going from I plus 1, that is 3 to 6, and then for every I is equal to 3, j is going from I plus 1, that is 4 to 6. So every time, so similarly, hence in the code, I is going from first position to last position, but then inner loop will only work for I plus 1 to length. So as you can see here, I plus 1, so for every I is equal to I plus 1 to length, for every I is equal to 2, I plus 1 to length. So j will go from I plus 1 to length minus 1. Okay, so time complexity of this is O of n square. I hope you were very clear with the logic, because in upcoming videos we are going to solve some really good problems based on this pair logic. Okay, based on this pair logic we are going to solve some really good problems. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you were really clear with the logic. If not, you can always replay and rewatch the video. And thank you for watching till end. Please like and subscribe if you think I was able to made some significant contribution in your logic building. And I will keep uploading these videos as my only motive is to contribute into logic building. So thank you everyone.